Hello, and good morning to another live stream. Actually, it's the afternoon, isn't it? It's 12:30. So today I am going to be talking about how you can find royalty-free images to use on your social media posts. Because believe it or not, you cannot just post images that you find on the internet and use them for your social media because they are copyrighted. Any single image you see is copyrighted. Okay, so today I'm going to be telling you all about what copyright and royalty-free means, and actually how we can find some posts that you can use on your social media without having to worry about whether they're copyright-free or not. So again, welcome to another Monday's live stream. I'm Bex from Social Media Executive, and I share lots of tips and advice on social media every Monday at 12:30 to help you generate lots of business on your social media platforms. So again, if you're watching, please do give this a thumbs up. Please do like. If you've got any questions, please do write them in the comments as we go along. And I'm just going to run through a few images for you. Okay. Right then. So first of all, what is copyright? And this is a question basically that a lot of people ask me. What is copyright? Okay. So basically, copyright I've written it down here. It's a legal right that protects the creator from their work from being copied. So basically, if you create something, then you don't want someone to then just copy it and assume it's their work. Okay, you can't do that. So anytime you create a piece of work, it's copyrighted. Now, just to be clear, if you've got a tune, you've created a song and it's all in your head, okay, and you sing it to your friends, that is not copyrighted, okay? It's only copyrighted when your idea, the idea for the song, is actually written down on paper, okay? And as soon as it's written down, as soon as it's created, it's copyrighted, okay? And that copyright is created automatically. You don't have to apply for copyright. It's not like a trademark or a patent. As soon as you've done it, you automatically get copyright. So any image that you see on the internet, any writing, a poem, words, whatever, it's all copyrighted because people have created it. So you can't just then cut and paste and go, oh, that's brilliant, I'll use it on my social media. Okay, we need to check whether it's royalty free or not. So that brings me on to royalties and royalty free. So royalty free doesn't mean you can use that image if it's a royalty free image. Okay, it's basically you normally have to pay for the image. Okay, if it's royalty free. So if you pay for it, then you've got the royalties for it. You're not the owner of the image. You've got permission to use it, okay, commercially. But you're not the owner because the creator is the copyright and will always be the copyright, okay? But you're buying royalty-free images so that you can use it. So you're paying that person for the privilege to use their work. So that's what sort of royalty-free is. Now, the beauty about that is that we've also got a number of images that you can use. Okay, that you can use on your social media if you know where to look. And the beauty about it is that some of them are free. So there's loads of sites that are free. Okay. And if it's getting a bit confusing, again, ask any questions. If you're watching this live, please do say hello, give us a thumbs up, post something in the chat if you've got any questions, because it does get a little bit complicated. Okay. So basically, if we're thinking about, let's think about social media and we're trying to source images for our posts. There are loads and loads of sites on the internet that basically provide images. And I'm going to show you some in a minute. So don't worry going, oh, I don't know where to look. I'm going to show you some in a minute to show you exactly what to say. Oh, hi, Tony. Now, Tony, nice to see you. Tony will know a lot about copyright because he is a photographer, for example. So I'm sure Tony can share lots of information and lots of frustrations, I would imagine, around what he does. So basically, lots of agencies. So basically, the people who own the copyright may go to an agency, a site online, and say, look, you can use my image on your site if you pay me a fee. So then this site has this image and then they may then sell it on behalf of the copywriter. Okay, so they're selling it and providing the royalties for those people to use it. Okay, so basically there are lots of terms and conditions that are attached to these. Okay, so again, you need to check them for every single image, and every site will be different. And again, I'm just going to show you two as an example today, so you need to have a think about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you now a couple of sites that I use. So the first thing to remember is never, ever, ever take an image, download an image off the internet, off someone else's social media, and use it yourself. You can't do that. You can be sued, okay? You can't do that. I'm going to show you how to source royalty-free images, okay, that have permission of the people that own the copyright. Okay, so I'm just going to show you a couple. I'm going to share my screen, which is always goes a bit glitchy when I share my screen. I'm just going to move you guys over here, and then I'm going to share my screen with you. And again, if you've got any questions, say hello, introduce your company, who you are, do put it in the comments. Right, I am just going to add this to my stream. I'll put that up there. Okay, right, now, hopefully you can now see this. Tell me if you can't see it. If you can't see this, Google. I've been Googling dogs this morning as an example. Right. So first of all, what I'm going to do is show you one site that I use quite a lot. If I click on this is Pixabay, pixabay.com. Okay. And I use this because basically people that create lots of images put them onto Pixabay. So I'm going to show you how to search for an image. So we're going to do dog as an example because it's simple and we all like dogs, don't we? Unless you're a cat person. Okay, so dog, right. So I've typed in dog into Pixabay. Again, this is a free site to use. Now, the first images that pop up are these ones along the top. Okay, now these ones here, these are actually paid for. So you can't use these images. You have to pay for them. Okay. Oh, hi, Joe. Thanks for saying hello. Hi, Joe from Perfect Order. Thanks for joining us today. So these ones you can't use, okay? Now, these ones you can use, okay? So you see where it says here, and again, check what it says on the website. Pick the cutest stock images and download for free for your phone, okay? Now, I've used this image before. Now, if we click on this, if we just click on this image, where's it gone? Where's it gone? Go on, image. There we go. Click on this image here. Brings us to this. And again, this is totally free. And here, if we just tap the text, it says here, free for commercial use. Okay, do you see here? No attribution required. Okay, so we can just download this one for free, use it. We can write words on it. We can do whatever we like on it. Okay, so it clearly says they are allowing us to do that. So all we would do is we just click free, download, choose what size you want, download it, click I'm not a robot, not today anyway, and it's going to download it. And then you can save this image anywhere you want. So basically that's downloaded it and I can save that image. So that's brilliant, you know, and I use Pixabay quite a lot. So again, you know, this is saying who it is as well. This is who's created that image. This is who owns the copyright. This is the artist, if you were. Okay, so you've got that. Now, the beauty about Pixabay as well, if I just go back one, it's not just photos. If I click on images here, I can do illustrations as well. So again, you know, this is not just photos, it's illustrations as well. So again, Pixabay is brilliant because if you just want a cartoony dog, then you've got them all here. And again, you just click on these and it says free for commercial use, tells you who's created it and things like that. So again, have a look at that. Now, there are other sites, another site that I use, which is slightly different. So this one's really good. This is Unsplash, okay? Unsplash.com. Again, another very good site that you can use. And basically, if I type in dog, I've just typed in dog already, haven't I, in preparation. If I type in dog, these are the dogs that come up, okay? Let's just close this down. So these are the dogs. And again, at the top, the ones at the top always tend to be paid images. But if we scroll down here, we could select one of these. So let's select this one. He looks very happy. He's bringing me a flower. So again, if we click on this, we can click download for free. So if we click on this, click download for free. Right, now what pops up here is say thanks, give a shout out to Richard Bruto. So again, Richard is the copyright, he owns the copyright for this image, okay? He's put it onto Unsplash. He's given Unsplash royalty free, you know, we've got royalty free. It's allowed them royalty free images. Now this is a free image, okay? We don't have to pay for this one, but it's asking, actually, if you do use this image, please could you give a shout out, okay? And all you need to do is just copy to clipboard. So when you use that image, if you write it on Facebook, if you're on Instagram, wherever, then use the image and just give a shout out to that person at the end of your post. So, but you can use this image, you can write writing on it or anything like that. But it's just saying, as a nice thing, give Richard a shout out. He created this, and why not? You know, tagging someone in, tagging in the artist, giving him a bit of kudos is only going to support your social media as well, and hopefully increase interaction. Oh, Mike's just joined us. Hi, Mike. He's just said Pexels is another good one. Okay, well, let's have a look at this one again. I've used Pexels before. www.pexels. Let's have a look. Pexels.com. So again, do you know what? There's quite a few of these out here. So again, let's search for dog on this one. Dog images. There we go. So we've got these nice dog images. And then if we click on these ones, again, free download. And again, this one is asking for donation. So again, this one's just saying, well, it is free, but I really appreciate a donation because I'm providing these for free. So again, this is even better. You can give them a donation if you want. It's not saying give me £5 for this image, but you know, it's always good. People creating these fantastic images for you to really give them a bit of a donation. Okay. So those are sort of some 3 really good sites. Oh, Tony's given me another one now. We're all coming on. Brilliant. Thanks, guys. So we've got another one here. Go on, we'll bring that one up as well. So I've not actually used this one before. So this one is PX here.com. So again, another one. Here we go. So another one. Do you know what? They all do look very similar, don't they? So let's type dog into this one. And there we go. Oh, that's a cute Labrador puppy. Again, free for personal and commercial use. So again, we can do those, use these as well. Okay. So again, have a look at all these different sites. We've got four today. Now, the other thing that I do is I also use Canva. So if you're using Canva, you can jump onto Canva. So if you're using sites like Canva, if you're doing Facebook ads, if you are using, there are all other sites where you create images and things like that. They'll often have a stock of images that you can use for free. And again, so I'll just use it as a quick example. Basically, if you go into Canva and you see all these down here, these are templates that they've created that you can use. Okay. Now, if you hover over them, it will tell you whether it's free or not. So that one's free. That one's free. But then this one is pro. So they're asking us if you subscribe, you can use this image royalty free. Okay. So again, you can just drag it in and type whatever you want in Canva. Okay. Knowing that this template, so let me edit it. There we go. Knowing that this template and these images are royalty free, so you can use those. Now, the other thing that you can do on Canva, which I quite like as well, is you can click in elements. So if we click in dog, again, it's coming up with dog images that you can use for free. And you can rest assured that because Canva allows this for commercial usage as well, that you've got all these free images here. Okay. So remember, if somebody creates an image, if you're scrolling through your social media, as I see time and time again, people sharing funny memes, people sharing funny images, people sharing photos, etc., etc., you cannot use those without permission. You don't have the copyright. You're not the creator, and you certainly don't have the royalties to use those images. So when you are using images, it's always best to have your own stock of images. Use photographers like Tony to create your own images. You'll see a lot of my images out there. I've used Tony for a lot of my images on my social media. So use photographers and things like that, because you then know you have the rights to it. Tony's giving me a smile. There you go. You're welcome. So, use those images. You employ, you bring a photographer in, you've got those images you can use. But if you're just looking for inspiration off the internet and things like that, I'm going to just stop sharing now. If you're looking for inspiration for more images, please, please, please do not download and copy images. I see it all the time. You could end up being sued. So it's much better to use these sites, check the small print, understand how these images can be used, because sometimes images are only allowed to be used for public purposes. For example, you can go onto Google. I could search for dog. I could go onto images here, and then beauty about in Google is you can click, if you click more here, if you click tools, it says usage rights. So it'll give you the usage rights for these. So if you click on the internet and just show dogs, you can't just use these images. You can't just download them. I mean, Google lets you. I could save this image as, but I'm not allowed to use it, because I don't own the copyright and I don't have the royalty. It's not a royalty-free image. But you can click on this and you can click on Creative Commons license. Now, Creative Commons license is just for, it's not, you can't use Creative Commons license for commercial, okay? This is, so you can't use this. If you click on this one, again, commercial, it's saying these are allowed to be used commercially. But what this means is that you may be able to buy this image. You may be able to go onto there's iStock photos and get them from there. It doesn't mean you can download them straight off Google and use them. You still have to find out what the royalty free, if it's free, if you have to pay for it. Okay. So please do have a look at that. Okay. I've just realized actually, I've lost you now. Stop sharing. Can you see me now? Right. I've just realized. Did you actually see that? Getting so carried away. So whatever you do, just make sure that you are checking the royalties for these images that you are using. Okay. Just check all the time what you are doing. Okay. I've just realized I wasn't sharing my screen then, was I? So let me just share my screen. I'm just going to show you very quickly again how that works, because I wanted to just quickly show you on Google. Here we go. Share my screen. So what I was looking at there is when you type in dog on the internet here, basically you need to click onto images. This is going to give you the dog images. So you can't download any of these. But what you can do is you can click on tools here and click usage rights. Creative Commons license means you might be able to use them, but not for commercial. You can't use them for your business. Whereas this one, commercial and other licenses, you may. But you can't, even though you can just download an image, I could save that image, I still can't use it for commercial uses. I still need to go through and look and click through and say, oh, this is an Unsplash dog. Right, Unsplash, we know we can use this image, okay? But again, if we click on this one, we've got to buy it, okay? So even if you're on Google, please do not rely on this. You still need to click through and share it. Click through and check the rules. So the best thing to do is I would use these sites, Pixabay, Unsplash, iStock photos, things like that. The ones we've talked about today, this one here. So go through and that way. Don't just Google them. So that is basically how to find royalty-free images. So again, if you've enjoyed this video, please do give us a thumbs up. If you've got any questions, please do post them in the comments. And if you've ever had any experience of people using your images inappropriately or without permission, then again, please do let us know in the chat. And if you've got any more really good sites like that we shared that today, again, put those in the chat as well, because it'd be great to share those with everyone. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for saying hello and thanks for watching. And I will see you again next week at 12:30. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for lots of tips on social media. Have a good week, everyone. I'll see you later. Bye.